I am a retired cat burglar, AMA. So, out of boredom, I was going through the old AMA requests, and found this post asking for any home burglars to do an AMA. Well, I quit the practice quite a while ago, but perhaps I can satisfy any burning questions any of you may have. Questions about safety, the answers to which will probably terrify you, the why and how, or just about anything, are quite acceptable. Single most expensive object stolen? Most stolen from one house at the same time? Any incidents with dogs? Or homeowners actually home? Scariest moment? Most expensive object? A gold watch. I could have grabbed a diamond wedding ring, but even I had standards. Most stolen from one house was around $1,000. And dogs? Let me give you the lowdown on dogs. They aren't protection or security. A dog can be easily tamed usually. Act friendly, give it a few rubs, and they'll happily follow you around. If that doesn't work, after my first run-in with an annoying dog, a small, yappy dog, I started carrying rawhide sticks with me. That stopped them very fast. Also, on the topic of dogs, if you want a security dog, get a small, loud dog that barks at almost everything. Big dogs may look scary, but considering most people don't like the chance of their dog turning on them, the dogs are either very tame, or chained up. Small dogs, however, bark a lot. Those were the only ones I was ever worried about. Even then, as I said, a stick or two of rawhide and they were down for the count. Scariest moment? I tried climbing up on a deck roof to get in an open window, and slipped. I caught myself, and I was only on the first floor roof, but my heart was pounding that entire hit as it had never been in any other. I would imagine that smacking the shit out of the window would leave a nasty hanging sheet of plastic glass stuff. I also imagine it takes far more time to try and get through and finish breaking than normal glass. He said time is the enemy, so that it takes more time, I assume? That's exactly right. Normally, in 5-10 seconds, I can take out a window and be inside. If that suddenly increases to 30-60 seconds, that is that much more time that I am outside, smashing at a window, and making all sorts of racket in the process. Time is the single biggest enemy, but making a lot of noise is a solid second. How easy was it for you to enter targeted houses? What were your techniques? It was very easy. My method of entering was usually to find a decent backyard window and break it, entering through there. I had secured, duct tape, a sharp rock to an elbow guard, and would just hit the window. The worst times were when I forgot my gloves and had no way of opening the window. You'd be amazed at how many windows are painted shut, or were never meant to open to begin with. I had a pair of heavy mesh gloves to clear away glass at those times, and if I forgot them and couldn't find another means of clearing the glass quickly, I'd abort the attempt. I kind of pity those people more than the ones I actually robbed, because they would come home to a broken window, and that was it. Rather insulting, I'd think. Q1, okay, you've broken in my house. Where do you look? Search for items. Where do you not look? You seem to be in a hurry, so do you ever go all the way upstairs? Q2, I've always hypothesized that burglars don't like poor weather. Snow, footprints. Rain, can't hear outside well. Freezing cold, just not worth venturing out. Did you rob people during poor weather? Q3, let's say you hit the lottery and win $10 million tomorrow. Would you ever try to make amends with the people you've robbed, anonymously or otherwise? Or do you really not care? Q4, didn't you worry about neighbors seeing you? Seems like our neighbors notice everything. Last one, Q5, a question, but also sort of a rant. You've mentioned that you steal from wealthier people. Do you understand that it's not about rich, poor, it's about people feeling safe in their homes? If we were ever robbed, my wife would probably want to move away. Any future homes would have to be alarmed and bolted up like Fort Knox. For the rest of our lives my wife would be cowering in fear every time she heard wind blow outside. Our whole lives would be changed, for the worse, if we were ever burglarized. Does this thought bother you? Thanks for doing this, Ilma. Very interesting to read. Yes, I would go upstairs. Weather didn't bother me too much. Snow? So what if there are tracks? They'll lead to the roads, which are cleared. Most people don't even look twice at tracks, though. Rain? Most people stay inside when it rains and, due to the whole mental thing going on with the brain, tend not to look outside too often, except for brief glances to see if it is still raining, unless it is a heavy rain, when they don't even do that. Rain is a good time to hit a house. Cold? If it got too cold, a person walking around would raise some eyebrows, but otherwise, it didn't bother me. And yes, I hit people during poor weather, especially rain. As I said, few people are outside and most people don't look out the windows. As for neighbors, I tried to only hit houses with enclosed backyards. That beautiful wood fence you have up? Those lovely tall bushes? That ivy-covered fence? Congrats, you've just ensured that your neighbors will probably never see me. See my response to Ilma 7 for how to protect yourselves better. Don't waste money on alarms, they do nothing. Get window laminate. And yes, I understand the mental trauma it causes, but when a person's mind is thinking do or die, this sort of thing isn't a big concern to them.